Hi there, I'm sitting here in my, well, this year new garden, and it's time to harvest some of my potatoes. The way you know your potatoes are ready to harvest is the leaves and the plant basically will look like it's dead or almost dead, and that is telling you that the potato has run the course of its life, or the potato plant, and so whatever potatoes I'm going to get are now available. And since it's been mostly dry recently, now is a great time to dig them up out of the some of the ones I'm doing today are in grow bags, so now's a good time to get them while the dirt is still relatively free of moisture that would be causing the potatoes to have like mud stuck to them. So they'll be pretty easy probably to just brush off any dirt. And then but you need to be careful when you're brushing off that dirt, because right now they are more than likely going to be kind of what we would call like a new potato, meaning their skins are still rather delicate. And so what you want to do then is, once you get them out of the dirt, is I'm going to take them in the house to my basement where I've got space that I can kind of lay them out on either racks or maybe a tarp on the floor to let them finish getting their skins kind of hardened up so that they would be able to store for hopefully months. Although I have a feeling, since I did these just in grow bags, that there's probably not going to be like tons and tons of potatoes to harvest, but we'll see. So the potatoes that I'm harvesting today, let me turn my camera around, are the Purple Majesty, and I tried a couple of these the other day, and these are a type of potato that the inside of the potato is purple as well as the skin. So they kind of look sort of like a red potato on the outside, as far as like that dark colored skin to them, but then even the inside, the flesh of the potato was also like a dark purple. So I think that's kind of interesting, and they tasted good. I roasted them in the oven with some other veggies, and then I think I'm going to go ahead, I don't know, I'm going to see. I might also harvest the other kind of potato I have that has purple in the name, which are Purple Viking. And the Purple Viking have like a purple skin, so on the outside they look very similar, but the inside is like a pale creamy color. So very similar to what I'm imagining Huckleberry Golds are going to be like, where the skin is a dark purpley color, reddish color, and inside the potato is like a typical red potato type. Sort of an all-purpose kind of potato, very good for roasting and probably like soups and things like that. I've even used red potatoes from the grocery store to make mashed potatoes. So I think I might also harvest these. There's very little green left on the plants, you can see here. There is some, so it's possible there might still be some growth going on underground, but I kind of doubt it. And I dug a couple of these up also the other day and tried them, and they were very tasty. So I think I may harvest these as well. So let me get turned around here. One thing I could do if I had a tarp that wasn't very big, the only tarps I have are kind of on the large size, would be to lay a tarp out here in the garden on the gravel and just dump the bag. I'm going to try first just sort of digging around in here and see what I get. So I'll be back shortly and show you how it's going. So here is what I've got for the purple, I've already forgotten, Purple Majesty. I think on the positive side, there's more than I planted. On the, let's be honest, side, none of them are very large. If you include the few that I ate the other day, which was really just like 4 or 5, and like this one is pretty smushy. Like, I don't even think that one's worth taking in the house. Again, positive side, there's probably, I ended up with more than I started when I planted the seed potatoes, but definitely a little disappointed. This is, however, my learning year for potatoes, so I think I need to do some more research. These I planted in the grow bag with mostly just a bag of compost / manure mix, thinking that that would be really good, give them plenty of nutrients. I did put some bone meal, but I think I probably needed to put a lot more, and I might have needed to maybe also put some blood meal in there to help the plants be a little healthier. So I need to do some more researching on growing potatoes, but in all, I don't think this is a horrible outcome for a first year trying to grow potatoes, and I think it'll be interesting to have these. This is at least 3 or 4 meals for me, so, well, at least as a side dish, maybe 2 or 3. So now let's go check on the ones that are the Purple Viking. So this is Purple Majesty. Let's go see what we've got with the Purple Viking. Alright, so the Purple Viking, I've just stuck them here in the bucket on top of the Purple Majesty. You can see that those definitely, I got some better sized potatoes. I actually didn't find hardly any itty bitty ones, but still not a lot of potatoes. Now I can't remember because I did put a couple leftover potatoes in a green stalk vertical garden, and those plants still look like they've got some growing they can do, so I'm going to leave those alone. So this harvest may increase overall once I harvest from the green stalk, but the experiment of growing in the grow bags, I think I definitely have some researching to do if I want to get those to be more productive. I did notice in the second bag here, the Purple Viking, that I had forgotten until I started digging in here, I had put some potting mix at the bottom of this bag, and it was very dry. Now I haven't been giving them any water from the hose for the last week or two, but we have had some rain. But both of these bags were very dry. You can see this one is pretty much mostly compost, and it's just very powdery. So I don't know if they didn't get enough water, and that was maybe caused some premature die off of the plants. But regardless, I do have at least a little potato harvest here, and I still have I think those are Huckleberry Gold, and those are Huckleberry Gold, and those vines still look like they've got some life left in them. The same with my russets and my Yukon Golds. And I, again, in my learning year here with potatoes, was doing some more research, and I believe that these are a indeterminate type of potato, meaning they will grow all up and down the vines. So I think for next year, what I want to try to do is for sure grow, hopefully I get a decent yield off of these, grow some more of these again next year, but do in a grow bag where I put just a bare minimum amount of soil at the bottom, plant the potatoes, let them grow a little bit, add some more, let them grow a little bit, add some more, and get it all the way up to the tops of the grow bags so that hopefully I get potatoes growing through the whole bag, which is what an indeterminate will do, whereas a determinate potato, will only grow what's where it's planted, what's underground. It will not grow all along. So I'm still learning about that, so if I said anything wrong, feel free to put it in the comments. But potato harvest is done. Somewhat mixed results, but I'm okay with that. This is another learning year, and thanks for joining me here today in Aunt Susan's garden.